fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram back with you on the Cricket Happening Show. This on 8th of November with a brief on the match between England and Netherlands, where England definitely some joy for England fans at last when England had a very convincing victory today over the Netherlands by totting up 339, which was driven by very beautifully paced innings by the all-rounder Ben Stokes with 108, and then um, we saw, as far as Netherlands were concerned, well, they just caved in. There was not much that they could offer. They bowled out for 179. England winning the match with 160 runs, and both the teams, even though Netherlands lost it, Netherlands probably missing it a bit, but definitely still in the race to qualify. Still in the race, I said. As I said, England have definitely leapfrogged a few teams now. It has done something good for them. At least they could still, they have not qualified, but there is every chance that England could qualify. The England versus Pakistan game would become very vital, where Pakistan would probably have to win that match. So anyway, I'm not going to get into that. But definitely, both the teams, England have definitely done good for themselves to in the bid to qualify for the Champions Trophy, and also Netherlands still in with a chance, one could call, to qualify for the Champions Trophy. Well, because let's have a look at the table so that will give me a clear perspective about the remaining matches that are coming up for Netherlands are going to be tough because they're going to face India on Sunday. England, as I said, now have attained the seventh position. So right now the chart stands like that because with so many matches to go, it's very. I don't think I'll be in a position to say anything right now. We will just bide our time and see as to what really comes up. But just talking about this particular game, well, England in their initial phase, this was played at Pune today, and England won the toss, and they did the right thing. They elected to bat first, and definitely justified the electing to bat first by raising up a score of 339 for 9. If you look at the England innings, Banistow, yes, he was gone for 15, but David Mallon, he was going like a train today. And what a knock from David Mallon. I mean, he's someone, if he gets going, you feel that he's so fluent at the crease while hitting the bowlers, and there is not much of an effort the way he does it. Yes, he puts in a bit of thumb behind the shots, but definitely when he plays, I think like the bat really goes around like a real flow. There's a good flow of his strokes, and that's what precisely we saw today. And David Mallon teed off beautifully, and he carved, and he was run out, unfortunately. As I said, the England were doing very well in the power play overs. They were looking good, even though they lost Barristow. And David Mallon went on to make 87 of 74 deliveries with 10 fours and 2 sixes. Also, a bit about the Netherlands ground fielding today. It was marvelous. They were just sprawling on the ball, and they have shown that they are very, very good fielders. Yes, they dropped a few catches, vital ones as well, but definitely I have to say the ground fielding was excellent today. As far as Joe Root was concerned, well, he had made 28 of 35 balls with 1 4. But Joe Root, normally nowadays, he's very good at playing the reverse ramp shot, which he normally attempts. But today, that reverse scoop, as we call it, really went against him. It was a very funny dismissal, I thought, when Van Beek was bowling, because Root was getting ready. He had exposed all the stumps. His two legs were splayed apart, and he could not get a bat to the ball, and the ball went between the two gaps of the legs and hit the stumps. And it was a very forlorn Joe Root walking back to the pavilion. And I have to say that Joe Root has got a dismal tournament. He has probably one more match against Pakistan to show his wares, I suppose. But other than that, it has been a a very dismal World Cup for Joe Root, and he was gone. After that, there was a bit of a lull in proceedings because the wickets started falling. Harry Brook was cheaply dismissed for 11. Josh Butler, another man who has been really struggling for form, being the captain of the team, he has been having a lot to cop, as we all know, because one is his because of England's poor performance in this World Cup, and he has to cop a lot of questions. And here comes, and also about his batting as well. And this time it was not he trying to fish something outside the off stump. It was a different dismissal where he was trying to hit over the top, but as I said, his form has been absolutely abysmal, and he also fell a victim, and that was not really good news for England. And then Moeen Ali also went cheaply for 4, and then it took a partnership. At that time, the score read 192 for 6 when Moeen Ali departed. But after that, it definitely required some sort of resuscitation as far as the England innings was concerned. That came in the form of Ben Stokes. And Ben Stokes, the way he went, I mean, he did not take any risks till the 40th, but he was still getting runs. But he was the one who was also an anchor man for the England team today, who was biding his time at the crease. He knew his importance at the crease very well with all his experience. And Chris Woakes was the supportive partner who contributed 51 of 45. It's 5 fours and 1 6. And that was a partnership that really helped England. Probably one never thought that England would reach 340, but probably thought that one would reach 300 with the Stokes at the middle. But I definitely thought England exceeded expectations by putting on 339 points. It was all definitely thanks to a beautifully paced innings by Ben Stokes. I mean, no risk taken till the end of the, I think, almost 40, I think it was a 42nd or 43rd over. He was not taking any risk. But after that, Ben Stokes' bat was like a sledgehammer. And he went on and got his first ever century in World Cups. And what a moment for him, because nobody is going to see Ben Stokes in the next World Cup. So definitely, this is something that you would savor it. Yes, he has one more chance against Pakistan, but well, this will be something that he will remember, because this was his only World Cup century and his first World Cup century. Well done, Ben Stokes. 108 of 84 balls, 6 fours, and he has been the saving grace for England. Chris Woakes, as I told you. After that, it was quick work by Netherlands, and England's score at the end of 50 overs stood at 339 for 9. A very good effort by England there. The bowling, well, it was lots of runs leaked by the bowlers. Aryan Dutt, 10 overs, 2 for 67. Logan Van Beek, 2 for 88. 1 for 57. Mikran, I thought, definitely bowled much better than others. Bas Dileda, again costly, but he was the wicket taker with 3 wickets. Rielo van der Moot, 3 overs for 92. 7 overs, none for 31 for Colin Ackerman, the offie. Now, Netherlands were chasing this particular total, and if I'm looking at the card there, the problem for Netherlands being all out for 179 was losing wickets at regular intervals, and besides, there was no player who could really go on. Nobody could even get a 50. I mean, if you're chasing 339, you would expect one of the Netherlands players to probably score a century, or probably 2 or 3 people chip in with 70 or 50 yards, something of the sort. But nothing of that happened, and Netherlands, well, they fought, but that fight was not enough, with the quality of England bowling being very good. Let's have a look at the England bowling here. Chris Woakes, absolutely superb, and we have seen one particular trend in this World Cup in India, which normally we are finding it with 2 balls being taken at either end. And what one saw was that in the evening under lights, the ball starts nipping around. We saw what happened between Australia and there's been a trend for teams chasing, where they have to negotiate the initial overs with real alacrity, I would say, because the ball really tends to do a lot. And here too, we saw Chris Woakes, who was bowling a good line and he was really keeping the batsman guessing there. 7 overs, no made in 1 for 19. Willie did his job. It is probably conditions akin to what they get in England. 7 overs, 2 maidens, 2 for 19. Atkinson got a game. 7 overs, none for 41 was costly. Moeen Ali, the spinners did a good job. Both Adil Rashid, and Moeen Ali chipped in with 6 wickets between them. 8.2 overs, no made in 42 runs and 3 wickets for Moeen Ali. And Adil Rashid, 8 overs, 54 runs and 3 wickets. And as I said, there was nothing that Netherlands could do. It was not something. Probably one would have expected a much better effort from them. But if I'm looking at the Netherlands card there, well, Wesley Baresi, I thought he was trying to shift gears after a brief while, even though Max O'Dowd was dismissed for 5. Wesley Barisi tried to shift the gears, but unfortunately he was run out for 37 of 62, which included 3 fours and 1 6. Colin Ackerman collected a duck. Engelbrandt looked good with a few shots that he played. One hook shot which was done very well, beautifully kept well along the ground. 33 of 49, 3 fours, 1 6. Scott Edwards, the captain, contributed 38 of 42, 3 fours, 1 6. And Teja Mananu kept fighting with a very sort of, I would say, a feisty knock from Teja Mananu. He hit 3 sixes and 2 boundaries in an unbeaten knock of 41. And that was the end of Netherlands. There was nothing much that they could do. And they were all out for 179. And thus ended the match, as I said. England, some joy for the England fans that they could actually win this match very, very convincingly, I thought, by 160 runs. Ben Stokes definitely getting the man of the match award. There was absolutely no doubts about that, which was very well done. And as I said, the table, if you look at it, England, I'm happy that England are on 7th position because England are a very good quality team. So if they could get their act right, if they could beat Pakistan on Saturday, or I don't know, I suppose it is on a Saturday. If that happens, then probably England could probably safely secure their place in the Champions Trophy, because tomorrow we still have a game between Sri Lanka and New Zealand, and the forecast is not good, unfortunately, in Bangalore. It could rain, so one does not know what is in store. But hopefully we have a full game of cricket between New Zealand and Sri Lanka, because New Zealand badly need those 2 points, because if it is going to be shared, then New Zealand might be in trouble there in their bid to the semi-finals, and probably Pakistan might get a great chance. But right now for Pakistan, if New Zealand win, even if New Zealand win, probably for Pakistan it would be a must-win, no doubt about it. But also the run rate quotient might come into the fore. So, well, there are a lot of things still to. I don't want to still get into that, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. But yeah, tomorrow's game, which is coming between New Zealand and Sri Lanka, and hopefully the rain gods are smiling, and we get a very good game of cricket between New Zealand and Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka, anyways, are out of the race, but definitely they would be having still an eye on the Champions Trophy to qualify. And as I said, every match is up for grabs right now, because everybody are eyeing the Champions Trophy. If at all they are not able to get in, at least they want to make sure. New Zealand, well, definitely they will be. If at all, New Zealand, I think New Zealand are, we know New Zealand is a very good quality team, but still, the game against Sri Lanka would be quite important. Well, dear fans and subscribers, today, I think that's about it from me, your host, Ram, for the Cricket Show. And I do have one of my audience here. I think it's Pranav. Yes, Pranav, hi to you. And I hope everything is good. Good to see you, that you are joining my show today. Any questions, Pranav, for me? Any questions from you today? As I am here right now, but I'll be slowly winding up because my show is almost done here. So if you have any questions, you can shoot it. Otherwise, that's it. I'll be seeing you tomorrow with the New Zealand versus Sri Lanka game. Well, thank you, Pranav, for coming in on my show, and look forward to having you again tomorrow on this cricket show. Until such time, I see you folks. It's goodbye from here. Thank you.